Hello, everybody, and welcome to Be Gay, Do Crime, the D&D show where I send a group of the misfits and troublemakers on missions for the Alphabet Mafia to further the gay agenda through illegal means. My name is Gnome Anne, and I am one of the gods of this universe, but not the only one, as we will soon learn. And I would love to tell you a bit about this great group of people with me here, starting with Elephane. Who the heck are you?
Hi, I'm Ellie. At Elephane everywhere on social media except for Twitter, where I am Elephane1 because Um, continuing with yes, my weekly someone else does my
Someone else does your
introduction.
intro for you, yeah.
Yeah, so this is the one that I was going to share last time, which was completely unsolicited. And someone, I'm not going to tell you and give you any sort of context, but they approached me and said, so skinny, so strong. And they seemed impressed and a little concerned. And so, hi, I'm Elephane, so skinny, so strong. Please follow me everywhere.
Did I tell you? So,
Yes, it reminded me of that time. But
that
yes,
time,
please.
okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was when I was dressed up for Ellie's wedding, and I was wearing long pants with heels. You know that look where it's long? I already have a long-legged
Yeah, like the
person, and we,
90s professional.
yeah. I had that thing going.
Shoulder pads, even.
Yes, that
Oh,
is true. I did wear a blazer and trousers, pleated trousers to your wedding, and you know what? I look
hello,
fucking
Guardian.
good. And but this woman, like unsolicited, came up to me. She's like, legs so long, so long, very big, very long. And just like kept saying it to me. I was
Which I think she was like so long.
like,
Like,
yeah, long, long. And I was, like she wanted something from me so badly. And I was like, I don't know, I guess. There's just meh. Um, who is Arcadia? And what's a bit of Tawny
Arcadia?
gossip about her?
Yes. So Arcadia is this beautiful paladin of Venus who lives on the Isle of Sapphos, which we are currently, that is our current location where we left off and where this little arc will take us through and exploring. A little piece of tawdry gossip about Arcadia and also about Elephane is that she loves gossip. Uh, so, yes, I don't want to do too much behind the scenes giving up. That's for the after party, where there will be some gossip revealed. But yes, me specifically as a player, I'm very excited for this episode. That's Arcadia.
I can tell them the tiniest bit of gossip, which is that I texted you earlier today and said,
Yeah.
for this campaign,
Yeah.
for this episode, I am just preparing gossip for you to find on the island.
And I went, that is my love language. Thank you.
This entire arc is a love letter to Elephant. Um, Up next, we have Adrian Driggs. Who the heck are you?
Hi, I am Chaos. I am Riot. I am a casual enthusiast when it comes to everything nerdy and gaming and life. I have all of the hobbies and things. And D&D, lots of D&D and video games.
Hell
That's
yeah.
me.
And what's a bit of gossip about Titus?
Titus, well, as we discovered in the last episode, is absolutely terrified of water, large bodies of water, particularly. And may or may not have explosive reactive panic attacks in relation to it, and has definitely set many a house on flame after being invited to pool parties where they thought it'd be funny to push them in.
Oh
No. Not committing artisan if you can't prove it was me. But it was definitely me.
no. Perfect. Yeah, don't invite Titus to your pool party. Next we have Fenice Starlight. Hello, how are you?
Hello. Hello, everybody. I'm Fenice, variety streamer, RP ho, chaotic good. Yeah, I like to RP. I do a lot of that now. I just DM'd my second session live last week, which was really nice. And yeah, so come and chill, come and be part of my chaotic family. Otherwise, I am playing Eden, the wild magic sorceress, and a little bit of gossip about Eden, which was mentioned last a little bit. But Faye had a brief relationship with a naiad a while back when they were still in the Feywild. And water just never felt the same after.
Okay. Like in a messy breakup kind of way, or like in a
In all sorts of ways.
Okay, that's yep. Wonderful. And last but so certainly not least, Josie, hi, who are you?
Hello, I am Josie. She, her. I am a TikToker, producer, and very recently now also an Instagram influencer. Hey, hey. You can find me on TikTok at Josie_IRL, Instagram at saint.josie, and twitch.tv/stjosie. And you can find me on any music streaming platform as Saint Josie. You have to spell out Saint, SAINT. And yeah, that's what I do. I make music, I make TikToks, I talk about my trans experience, and yeah.
Amazing. And could you tell me a little bit of gossip about Nikki Knockers?
Nikki Knockers. Nikki Knockers, she is a barbarian/bard, a bardbarian, so to speak, and a professional performer in the professional bardbarian league of this world that we have created, otherwise known as a pro wrestler. And a little bit of gossip about her. Let's see. I should have been thinking about what some juicy gossip would be for her. She is she is 6'7", 6 feet tall and 7 inches, and does not really like it, and is very heavily intimidated by all of these femme lesbians on the island of Sapphos, and I think that is going to be a major development for her.
She's intimidated by the smalls?
She is. She very much is. She's tall. She's tall and she's very strong, built like like a pro wrestler. Imagine The Rock, but like a butch lesbian and like several feet taller.
I can't. I'll never recover.
And yeah, that's a vibe. That's as hot as it gets, but also has a very interesting experience with femininity being perceived as, a very large and masculine character. So we'll see how that plays out. This is not at all influenced by my own experience as a trans woman. Not at all.
Of course not.
Course not. No.
None of us are definitely projecting our own issues into our D&D characters. No,
not at all, no.
Me? No, definitely didn't roll a non-binary character in an AP before coming out as non-binary. No, who would do that?
No, are you talking about me again?
What? No, that was me, but you're on that journey. Sorry. Welcome.
I was going to say, yes.
It's contagious.
You infected me.
Thank you for the salve, Adrian. Okay, speaking of Sapphos, I know we've had a little break. Does anyone feel up to doing a recap of the last episode? I can dangle some inspiration in front of you.
I just remember the terror and the crossing the water, and then there was a fight on the beach, and Fenice accidentally killed something.
No, not accidentally at all.
Not accidentally at all. And Acadia was first really mad and then distracted by their bestie love friend, and forgave them anyways because they forgot about it. And then we're going to a beach fire party tonight.
Okay, Maybe just
I think I missed the beginning.
yeah, maybe a little bit of plot just for anyone who's joining us for the first time,
Yeah.
because this is the kind of show you should be able to join in any episode. We started at the Liminal Manor, which is one of the headquarters of the Alphabet Mafia, where our party has recently been initiated and has been staying. It's a sort of wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey manor where things just sort of appear and move around. And that's where Nikki was as part of the social committee planning an event. They were all sent on a mission to Sapphos, the mysterious island high femme lesbian cult ? Where Arcadia is from, because the mafia had received intel that someone was attempting to sabotage the creation ritual, which is their most sacred ceremony on Sapphos. Now, before Arcadia's arrival, they had no way to access Sapphos. It is a hidden island that only Venus's followers know how to access. But with Arcadia's arrival, they were able to send a party on a mission to protect the ritual and the priestesses who live there. Arcadia guided the party through an underwater passage, much to Titus's chagrin, and through over to the beautiful beach island of Sapphos, where they were stopped by some protective seagulls, who Eden exploded, and Arcadia
Just one.
and it became sea foam and clouds. It's fine.
Yeah.
But Arcadia was actually able to communicate with the seagulls through her song, really showing where her name comes from, Arcadia Ocean Song. From there, she was tackled by her bestie / occasional hookup, Venice, who wanted to tell her all about the gossip, and the whole party was introduced to the priestesses and, well, the inhabitants. What do we call them? The Sapphics? The Sapphics
Residents?
of Sapphos.
So I call them the children of Venus.
Okay.
Oh,
The children
that.
of Venus.
could they be Misties? Oh, Venus. I thought you said Mist for some reason.
Children of
Children of the Mist sounds like a horror film.
It does. That's what I was like, that's an odd choice, but I'm gonna run with it.
Which is not unlike what might happen.
What? No, me
I don't
never.
know.
So, and since then, oh yeah, also Bias is here, who is
Fucking hate that guy. Not just Arcadia, me, Elephant.
I love him. He's my favorite.
Yeah,
Bias
fuck that guy.
is a cat with a human face, a feral Yeth cat, who is some sort of assistant to one of the patricians of the Alphabet Mafia and was sent along as sort of to keep tabs on the party, but has basically been a shit disturber, is also very strong, muscular dude who is in a bikini and a very lovely cover up. Cover up is a generous way of putting what he's wearing. And he has quickly joined in with the children of Venus. So, once last we saw the party, Venice had guided you towards where the children of Venus were lounging around on a fountain. And as I mentioned, I have a half-finished map for you guys. So you know what? Sometimes I'm doing my best out here and you get what you get. And life's like that, okay? Life's like that sometimes. So here we are. So you have been brought to this area here. It is a sort of garden that is a little bit insulated from the wind of the sea breeze, so it is lush and warm, and there is a beautiful fountain in the middle that never stops. And all around you there are hummingbirds kind of flitting around and pollinating. There are butterflies, there are little bees buzzing in all the flowers, and there are these beautiful hyper feminine people who are just lounging in all their similar attire, almost Grecian, all the like silky chiffons and mesh with pearl overlays. You see some of them in tiaras. They have braided hair with blossoms through them, and they are so excited to see you. Now, let's say you've been here for a bit. I want to know what you've been up to. So let's start with Nikki. Nikki. They were very excited to see you, and immediately you were approached by, I have a very long list and they all have names. Lilac. So, and I'm going to give a little bit of context just for Ellie, who would know all this. Lilac tends the gardens. And so that is like her big role. She is very much like cares for all of the plants of the island and takes a lot of personal pride in how lush and beautiful and how that the flowers here bloom year round. And she kind of runs up to Nikki and she goes, "Oh, look at you." And she goes, may I touch your face?"
Yeah, sure. And then she like leans over because she probably can't reach.
Okay, Lilac is small. So I'm going to say Lilac is like a half dwarf. So she is like a very curvaceous, buxom girl with bright purple hair. And she's like reaching up to you.
Okay, then in that case, Nikki gets down on one knee, is doing like the football kind of on one knee, the Friday Night Lights football on one knee, like, here you go.
And she is kind of looking at your makeup. And she goes, "This is beautiful. Did you do this yourself?"
Why, yes, I did. I always prepared for battle. You never know what kind of situations you might get into when you have to.
And then she like kind of like flexes off and
Goodness.
You never know, and you just gotta smash something, you know?
Smashing, yes, we do a lot of that. What sort of pigments do you use? I actually have something. And she starts pulling out, like, of her, like, little basket. She has, like, flower petals that she's, like, making pigments out of. And she goes, I think I might just have the perfect thing for you. Hold on, I'll be right back. And she kind of runs away. And then immediately as she's gone, another woman comes up to you. Her name is Love. And Arcadia, you would know, listen, everyone on this island is a little bit of a hoe. But let's just say that everyone's a slut for love, okay?
Same.
They're all hot, but Love is next level. Love is like absurdly like honestly feels like it should be illegal how good looking she is. And she comes up to Nikki and she goes, "Well, Lilac will be back any moment, and I think you'd look lovely with some blossoms in your hair."
Nikki, who's like still on like one knee, kind of like I'm assuming she's
Yeah,
like
Lilac
maybe...
is much taller now, so now Lilac is looking down at you. When she walks over, you see, and Love is in like 5-inch heels. Now, I want to make it clear that you are outside. Everyone else is barefoot, but Love is in heels anyway. And she doesn't give a single fuck. She is in goddamn stilettos and somehow walking perfectly. She's an elf, okay? She's got, you know how Legolas can walk on top of snow? Love can walk on top of loose ground in stilettos and not sink in, and that's her power, okay? So you just see as you're kneeling down and Lilac scurries away for a moment to go back to her chambers, you just see the like heels approaching you. And like Love's got like a huge slit up the side of her toga, and she kind of like kicks out a leg, and kind of like uses her knee to gesture up towards her face, and she says, "It would look lovely with some blossoms in your hair."
Nikki's still on one knee and just kind of like slowly looks up and like to like meet her eyes, like, and then like just as quickly as possible like springs to her feet and just like, yeah, And then just like bends forwards, like just to
And she goes, come
For
sit over
airport.
here. And she kind of gestures to you over towards the fountain. Okay, Eden, what have you been up to?
I don't know.
Okay, we can hop back there. Titus, what have you been up to?
So Titus is enjoying the alcohol,
Okay,
but beyond that, they have been particularly angling themselves, no matter what they're doing or where they're going or who they're talking to, always with their back to the water, so they
you're on
can't
an
see
island,
it.
you're surrounded.
on an island
In front of a
and
fountain.
trying very hard to not look at any large bodies of water. Fountains, not so bad unless there's a big, giant, deep section, which, I mean, it's not, I mean,
Okay.
Titus is very much not looking at any water very noticeably so.
Okay, so you are kind of pressing your back against one of these, like so these, you kind of see the four circles. These are towers,
Okay.
which are kind of like residences where they all have their own rooms, sort of, but they're also just like, since everyone lives everywhere, it's kind of just like whatever. So you have your back pressed against like the wall, and these towers are sort of made of coral. They're all made out of ocean matter. And they do seem to drip water, but you've like found a part that isn't like that has like a bit of a water around you.
Collars popped up, keep the water from off the back of my neck.
Yeah. Okay. And then over. Are you standing? Are you sitting? What are you doing?
Squatting. Squatting with my back to the wall, kind of hunched, holding a drink, and looking at the ground.
Okay. So, here, who's gonna come over to you? Stargirl is gonna come over to you. Ellie, I see your note taking. Stargirl is your resident Astro Ho. Okay. She has bangs and a septum ring.
Ooh.
And is also known to imbibe a lot. So she is going to come over to Titus and kind of lean against the wall with you. Stargirl, she's not like other girls. She's different. She's a cool girl.
Yeah, she's a star girl.
Astro pick me, maybe no.
Yeah.
And she have tattoos too that are all very minimalist.
Yeah, she
that
does.
are like finger tats, but it's like a little
Yeah, she did
I
them
don't
all
know.
herself.
Like the
and
moon
poke.
raises
Stick and
across
poke.
her knuckles.
Yeah.
And she's going to go with Titus and say, "Oh, what are you drinking?"
I don't know. It's definitely not strong enough.
Well, I've got something better. Here. And she pulls out a mason jar and hands it to you.
Titus doesn't even hesitate and just chugs half of it.
Great. It is honey moonshine. Could you give me a
Yes.
Constitution saving throw?
Oh, I love moonshine. Okay.
Oh, it's delicious. It's fucking good. This is like some ambrosia ass shit.
Oh no. The animation in my thing is on again somehow. It's gonna
Uh-oh.
take a second to
I
poke.
can hear your audio suffering because the animation's on. The struggle.
Ellie, how do I turn it off again?
Uh-oh.
6.
I'll help you troubleshoot.
Really? I had a 1d20 plus 2 and I still got a 6.
Rip. This goes right to your head. You're not like drunk, but you feel flush and warm and like it's real good. You just kind of keep drinking. Like it's just like
Little
lovely.
like embers and sparks kind of start floating through my like kind of like steaming off of me, but it's just like a little bit of like glittering sparks of embers because the heat is coming out.
Oh, I love that. God damn it, Sparky, don't you dare. She kind of notices and then just sort of sits right with you and pulls out a second mason jar. And she, wait, this is really important. She goes, so, what's your sign?
The last one got destroyed in the fire. I haven't made any signage in a while, but my rates are pretty reasonable right now if you wanted to commission me.
Oh. That seems very Aries of you. All right. Drinks a little more. And she goes, can you call your mom? She's going to now try to, we're going to go have that side conversation where she's going to try and get your date, time, and place of birth. Okay. Let's see. And Arcadia. All right. What have you been up to? Venice is there. She's so excited. What have you two been doing?
She wants to know all about. You have to tell me what everyone's been up to.
And she's, oh, of course. So I have some notes. I've been waiting for you. You've been gone so long. I really. Okay. I was honestly, Arcadia. I was so scared you weren't going to make it time and back for the ritual.
You know I wouldn't miss the ritual.
Is this it then? This time, are we going to do it?
That's the plan.
Oh God, I could never do it without you. Okay, all right. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, but yes, I have so much to tell you. So first off, most importantly, the priestesses. So. Listen, this is real gossip that she's going to give you right now. I'm going to give it to you out of character because I have to keep track of it all.
That's fine.
Okay. No, she's just going to tell you. So she's going to be like, so Priestess Carmen and Priestess Salvatore have been hooking up on the side. I saw them in the labyrinth. They said they were meditating, but I've never seen anyone meditate like that.
You could always tell there was a certain something between them.
Oh, personally, I don't know if I would have guessed, with... Carmen's always been so uptight about these things, except, of course, the dancing, but... Ooh, from what I could see, it seems like she knows how to dance in more ways than one.
Oh, you.
And at that moment, I'll say, okay, Eden.
Yes. I figured out what I'm doing. I'm just probably just leisurely consuming all of the amazing honey moonshine and playing my lyre because I can play lyre. Actually, I forgot
Give me a performance roll.
I can do it. I have proficiency in it.
In making moonshine?
No, in playing instruments.
In drinking moonshine. I have proficiency.
and playing. Wow, 23.
Ooh.
Natural 19.
Are you playing are you playing around Venice and I? Like, I'm picturing you in, leaning up against a pillar, just, strumming in one of the main, plazas.
Yeah, with my lyre.
Wait, that's so cool. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Okay, so Eden starts playing and Arcadia says, Venice, dance with me. It's been so long.
I'd love nothing more. And then she immediately pulls out her dancing silks.
I love it.
And then falls into time. Can I get you to give me a performance roll as well?
Yes.
Oh my God. Poor Venice.
Oh no.
She's very excited to see you.
I got a 5. I'm very excited.
Hey, at least you guys are
We've had a
following each
bit
other,
to
you know?
drink. We've had a bit to drink, and we're just, at least we're on the same vibe level. You know?
Are. That's the thing too. You just start dancing with Venice, and you kind of have your dancing silks, and you're going through some of the sort of sacred movements that Priestess Salvatore taught you, and then you just sort of start laughing, and instead just start fake waltzing instead, and just
Amazing.
dancing with each other, and
I take my silk and I put it around her, and I start to shimmy her with my silk.
She loves it. She does the thing where she's like a fish coming up to you.
Amazing. Amazing.
And it's out of time with the music, but you're having so much fun that it doesn't even matter until you hear a beautiful bell-like voice fall into harmony with Eden's playing. And abruptly, Venice stops dancing, just kind of like, oh, and looks really uncomfortable as Cinnamon steps into the plaza. Cinnamon is your resident Leo. And she sings incredibly. In fact, she's really the only other one who has your sort of same singing ability, where she can communicate with the nature through her song. But she also just has that performance to her, and she is going to roll. Yeah, she rolled a 21. So she falls in with Eden, and she looks at you, Eden. And when she sings, she is magnetic. You know, some people who step onto a stage and are suddenly 3 feet taller. They have like a commanding presence and a magnetism. She is one of these people. And that sort of wiliness, and you can see as it's almost like, actually, Eden and Arcadia, could you both give me an Arcana check?
Thank you, Samric.
Sure can. 13. Oof. Ellie.
I know.
What was that, Ellie?
Six.
Okay. Eden, but like you can feel that her song is like, you can't quite figure it out, but it's like tugging on your magic a little bit.
On my wild magic?
Thank you, Poof. Titus, you have been granted inspiration by mushrooms.
Oh, good.
Also, friends, this is your friendly reminder that you can donate to interact with the game. You can grant inspiration, cause wild magic surges, cast spells according to the exclamation spell menu, and of course, if we hit a cumulative $200, summon a blurst creation. A friend. Nope, that's the wrong command. What a mod, Ellie.
You said exclamation spells.
I said spell menu.
Oh, just kidding.
See, I literally typed in
listener
exclamation
too.
points into my own too, because I was like, I'm gonna mirror her command so that like as you're saying it, like I can use it in mic chat too. And then I realized I put exclamation point spell singular.
You know what? We're all
So
doing
it's
our
just
best out
completely
here.
different.
Thank you very much, Poof. I'm gonna say the inspiration you gained is just how strong you feel with that moonshine now. So that's where the Poof the Moonshine Magician has granted you inspiration. So Eden, it's not so much that like, it's just that ever since you got back from that, whatever it was, that vision in the Feywild, you've had this feeling, like you can feel the magic around you a bit more, that the sort of a little memory of how it used to be back in the Feywild when you had such command over your environment. And so you can just feel like it's almost like a breeze pulling at your clothes is what it feels like as she's pulling some of this magic. What do you do?
I keep going, but I increase the rhythm.
Okay. Could you give me another performance check?
16.
Also, something keeps disconnecting on my computer, making the disconnect sound. I'm sorry.
I thought it was me.
Oh,
I was
maybe
like
it's
looking around. I was like, oh no.
maybe it's
not me.
Ellie then.
You know what it actually is I think it is, I forgot. Anyway, I'm screenshotting for Adrian to help you troubleshoot. And every time I screenshot, it's like doo-doo-doo. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I forgot because we're getting
Let me
Ellie's
go back and
audio.
watch. Okay.
Okay.
Disconnected. Disconnected. Bluetooth is
Disconnected.
disconnected. How long till Bluetooth disconnects?
I was gonna say, if you're lucky, you guys will get a little treat and you can get the Bluetooth disconnected.
Disconnected.
Just as a treat.
Okay. Sorry, Eden, what was that roll?
16. Not as good, but not bad.
She rolled a 17. So she is able to keep up. But you can tell that she registers like the challenge in what you're doing and is interested. Like her eyebrow kind of like cocks, and she starts walking towards you, while keeping up with the pace of the song.
Okay. I'm leisurely just like chilling. I think I figured out what my sign is. I was kind of like I think I figured it out. So
Stargirl's in the corner. I'm like, I need to know.
Stargirl's in the corner. Yeah. Yeah, I just did a reading with Stargirl earlier in the morning.
Yeah. Well,
So now I know my chart.
Perfect. Okay. So
Yeah, I just keep looking at her and I keep playing. The rhythm stays the same. So like she's, picking up with me, but we're keeping in tune with each other.
Okay. As your song comes to sort of a natural conclusion, she's walked right up to you, and you realize that all the other children of Venus around you look to be almost holding their breath, where everyone looks real nervous all of a sudden. And Cinnamon says to you, "You play well."
Thank you. You sing really well as well.
I know. Are you going to be staying for the play?
Yeah, I'm gonna be around until the festivities are done.
Wonderful. See you there. And maybe if I need an accompaniment.
What is it? What did you say?
An
Sorry, you were
accompaniment.
really low. An accompaniment?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well. Wonderful. I'll see you then. And then Cinnamon goes to turn off, and Arcadia, Venice next to you is Hi Mel. Thanks for stopping by to say hi. Thank you for the sub. Tier 3 sub. Thank you. And Venice next to you is fuming. She is furious. And she's doing that thing where she's like, hold me back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get it. Hold
Yeah.
me back. Okay, but hold me back, really. I can't take in a fight, so please hold me back. But I would try.
I know.
Okay, I'm gonna
a
just
bit-
roll a very quick insight for myself, and then I'm gonna just see what the situation is. Ooh, okay, I know everything.
So Arcadia says to Venice, I know Cinnamon can be a bit, cinnamon, but did something else happen while I was gone?
Yes, I was cast in the play. I'm playing Venus.
Yes.
She insists that she is, though. She just refuses to accept it. Now she's saying that she's going to have an accompaniment. I'm the one who's singing. She's not singing. She just can't accept that maybe someone else could have a chance at the spotlight. Like me.
Wait. Yes, you'll be playing Venus in the play, correct?
Yes.
The main part.
Yes. So I get the accompaniment, not her.
Eden, listening to this and then kind of like just holding her lyre, will approach you guys and be like, so what's the situation? I see that there's something happening here.
The situation is that Cinnamon is the worst. And I don't like her. I said
Eden.
it.
Eden, my love, I don't think you've been
Yes.
properly introduced to my best friend, Venice.
No, not
Hello.
properly, I guess. Hello, I'm Eden. Nice
Oh,
to
you're
meet you,
lovely. I
Venice.
love your flowers.
Thank you.
Yes, I said that too when I first met them.
Oh, well, it's true. Speaking of flowers, and she's nodding back towards Nikki. Nikki Knockers, you are now sitting on the fountain, and you have Love and Lilac, like, both on both sides of you, and they're both braiding flowers into your hair. And, like, Love is doing that thing where she's, like, running her fingers through your hair. What are you doing?
Nikki is like very so clearly enamored with this attention that she's getting, but also so very clearly uncomfortable with this like extravagant femininity that she's not used to. So she's kind of like sitting there like
Self-combusting.
I love it.
And Lilac now has like her pigment palettes out. It's like, I think I could add to your makeup. Have you ever considered like a nice cheek highlight?
Oh no, never. I honestly never really do makeup other than just war paints. Like
What's the difference?
War.
Where's the war?
and like the gay panic is like basically like popping out of her brain at this point. There's like steam coming out of her ears.
And Lilac, like I'm gonna say Lilac, is like, can I do your makeup?
Yeah.
Wonderful. And she like sits right on your lap to get in front of you to your makeup. They've never been very good with personal space. Nikki is like got a flower crown to rival Eden's now, and Love is like doing the braids down the side of Nikki's head, just like working it through all the tangles and knots. Because I'm assuming Nikki doesn't have like a very good hair care routine.
Oh, no. It's like a tangled mat, like absolutely just characteristic of a barbarian, someone who's like been on the road constantly.
Yeah, perfect. So she's like detangling it, and just like as she goes, she's like braiding various flowers into it through chains. There.
She's also like she's also been in this state of like perpetual blush. She's like bright red the entire time, and as soon as like Lilac's like sits on her lap, she starts like shifting uncomfortably and just like. And then also like her massive like tree trunk sized arms just kind of like doesn't know what to do with this person sitting on her lap, so she just like
Oh, I'm
and
sorry.
then just
Are
puts
you
her hands
uncomfortable?
like
no, this is no, of course, no, of course not.
You're blushing. You're very
What?
red.
No, that's just the makeup. Yeah, just.
I'm the one doing your
you know.
makeup. Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Is it a sex thing?
and then just like silence trailing off.
Oh. What do you think it is? And she goes to Love. She's like whispering over you. She's like, is that it? Am I doing something wrong? She goes, no, sometimes.
Oh, about that makeup, anyways. No, yeah, I want to see what you're very interested in this war paint you're gonna
Yeah.
do.
And like Love kind of like giggles next to you, and she's like, no, sometimes visitors are like this. They aren't used to us. And she goes, how peculiar. And then goes back to painting.
Nikki's gonna like look around, pretend she doesn't hear. Like,
So as this happens, the night has started to fall. So Nikki, you look up, you're just like, that's an Orion. Yep, I spot that constellation. Yeah, Nikki has encountered an unexpected issue and has stopped responding.
Error 404.
Amazing. Okay, so
So, Eden, as you can see, that's why we hate cinnamon. Don't you agree?
Okay. I mean, I don't like the fact that she's taking she's not realizing or admitting that it's not about her now, but I'm not going to accompany her if she's trying to take your best friend spotlight, which was deserved. You were picked, right? So it's rightfully yours. I hate people that come and take things that are not theirs.
Just a little.
And there's a there's a sharp tone on that one.
Arcadia,
Yes.
you know that Venice does not sing very well.
Yeah. But she's her biggest hype man. She's just like hyping
You would
her up.
never tell her.
No, never. And she says to Eden, well, good. That's all I really needed to know was which side you're on.
Oh, I thought she was asking me to accompany her like during the party if she wanted to sing. I mean, she does have a very pretty voice. By the way, Arcadia, you sing better. But you know, like I just thought it was something like that. I'm not trying to take any sides. Plus, I don't know her.
Arcadia's not even going to insight because even if she thinks that Eden is lying to her, she wants to hear it.
I mean, if you wanna do it, you can.
No, she's not going to. Well, yes, it is a fact. You know, I can't lie that she does have a beautiful singing voice, but it's not right, like you were saying, Eden, that she's trying to take Venice's well-deserved part in the play for the main role. She clearly deserved it.
Yeah, that's a dick move. You don't do that.
It is a dick move.
Yeah. You don't want to do it. Be a dick in Sapphos. Like, I mean, hello.
And at that moment, strutting into the circle, you see Priestess Tulsa. Priestess she is one of the 4 kind of high elder priestesses. Now, elder is a term used loosely because they don't seem to age. They kind of appear middle-aged, but they have been middle-aged since you have known them. So Tulsa is a she's another short queen, very petite in stature, but has just like the biggest hair. She has like a beautiful afro that has just like flowers braided into it, kind of like all throughout. So
Would
it's
you
like
say that it's done up real big beauty queen style?
it is done up real big beauty queen style for sure. She is one of these people who has a small frame and a big personality. And she is loud and boisterous, and everything she wears, most everyone around you is kind of draped in like very like pastel, like white, like kind of like lovely colors. She struts into the room in orange and pink and purples, just like rainbow iridescent. And she is barefoot and yet somehow managed to click clack anyway as she walks onto the cobblestones. And you hear her as she kind of says over the crowd, she's like, well, I hear we have a party to plan tonight. Arcadia, darling, you're back.
Priestess. And she's going to bow forward and take her hand and give it a little kiss.
Oh, stop that. And she pulls you into a hug and gives you a big hug, but she's much smaller than you.
Yeah.
So, and she goes, any excuse for a party, right?
Right.
Well,
I will drink to that.
here we are.
Cheers.
All right, you heard them. Let's get this started. I've got the bonfire set, and we shall begin right about now. And at that moment, all around you, there are just fireworks that start going off. And they don't have the booming noise of fireworks, but they're more like a sort of effervescent dancing light, and that they work in every color all around you so that they are illuminating the scene. And it's like these glittering lights all around you that kind of explode in the sky and then kind of tunnel down around you. And you see in the distance the of the fires on the beach that sort of kind of go up in a burst of flame. And all of the children of Venus around you just start laughing, and they kind of start running out onto the beach to go to the next party, because that's how we roll on Sapphos. We go from the first party to the second party.
Yeah. Yes.
Um,
This is my home. This is my second home.
Arcadia
I'm
is
just
going
gonna tell Arcadia.
Okay. We're so glad to have
this
you.
as my second home. Is that okay?
Oh my gosh. You could stay forever. Forever and ever. We would love to have you. And as
Do you
the
guys do fighting?
fighting. Well, yes. Venus is the goddess of war, so there is some fighting. Yes.
Okay. Yep. And she checks a mental list of things that she's been checking off slowly.
I feel like there's definitely, as you kind of like walk over the crest, I feel like there's fighting, yes. There's like two of these women are like mud wrestling down by the beach.
And I want to say,
even their
Very
fighting has to be
keenly
sexy.
interested in the mud wrestling, just like
as the bonfires all light up, Arcadia kind of gives a little nudge to Titus and says, "See, it's not all bad."
No, it would be much nicer on a bigger piece of land, though.
Oh, come on. And she grabs their arm and starts walking towards the fire.
Titus is definitely too drunk to resist. And very happy to
Come
be
on,
walking
Titus.
towards fire.
There's a fire right there.
If you notice, the fire starts getting slightly bigger on the side that Titus is walking up towards.
Like it's
It's reaching for Titus, yes.
This bonfire kind of like crackles, and it is like the sort of flames kind of extend and reach towards you as though a breeze has come, but there is nothing but the sea breeze. And it has that familiar crackling feeling of magical and elemental fire. And at that moment you hear, hey, Titus! Hey, Titus! Hey, let me out of here!
And I like fumble with my watch, and I can't open it. Ugh. Hey.
Hey, so,
Hey.
you know I never asked you for nothing, right? Except, but, I never asked you for nothing, right? Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
But, could I go, just tonight, could I go potty with them?
What? Yeah, of course. Have I ever told you not to hang out with other people?
Yeah, honestly, we don't hang out with magical fire enough.
Wait.
So,
What magical what?
yeah.
And I like look around.
And that bonfire, just like, you can see that it's almost like arcing towards your pocket watch. Like it's creating a magical connection. And the wisps of the flame from your fire mote that lives in your pocket watch are kind of extending in a tail, like a comet's tail, towards the bonfire.
Oh, how lovely. Yes, let's go play with them. And I like turn around and like Jesus pose backfall into the fire because my clothes are fire resistant.
Yeah, let's get weird!
I'm like literally Jesus pose falling into a pool, but into fire instead.
Perfect. Again, I don't know how many times I have to tell you this. You are not immune to fire
No,
damage.
I know I'm not. I know it.
All right. You are, luckily I rolled low, so you're only going to take, because you are resistant, you're going to take 3 fire damage. But it hurts so good.
It hurts so good. The crisp, burning, cleansing fire of health.
And you are kind of brought into this little, it's like almost like a little pocket world, where you can hear, like, the fire has energy and personality, and it doesn't have voices the way your fire mote does. Like, doesn't have the same individuality. But it is like, it's singing. It's like it has like a chorus, and that you are able to kind of tap into. And the rest of you see as Titus talks to their watch, looks at a bonfire, and then Christ falls into a bonfire, and that bonfire suddenly just goes like whoosh, like a fireball. Was anyone near Titus?
I don't care how big the room is. I cast fireball.
Literally. Okay.
Yes.
Nikki and Arcadia and Stargirl, could you all give me dexterity saving throws?
Yeah.
Sure, and Bias. Bias merch
also,
is there
I'm
too.
just gonna like randomly impose that the fire has kind of like an iridescent rainbow sheen to it in the section where Titus fell in.
I love that.
19.
I got a 9. What's with these rolls?
Oh no! What is this roll? Ellie, get out of the VGT
know.
and rejoin.
Literally,
And
yeah.
resend
Refresh
these
the page.
first.
I think so. It's cursed. I'm
Okay.
resetting.
Soon
Also
as Nikki sees this, like, as he sees them, like, Jesus fall into the fire,
Yeah.
she's like, fuck yeah! Just and like finally feeling the vibe
Like-
of the party.
Mosh pit hype.
Yeah. And then as she does this, like a minor illusion, like, blows up above her, and, like, fireworks and just like excitement sparks.
Amazing. Okay, this like plume of fire, this rainbow fire extends out. Arcadia, and Eden, or no, Eden, were you not? You were further away.
I feel like I was sitting a little bit further away. I've been just
Okay.
plucking my lyre because I don't get many chances of like chilling and doing that.
Okay, Arcadia, you take 5 fire damage because you are not resistant to fire.
Oh my god.
Venice is able to kind of like get out of the way. She hides behind you. And Bias Merch, however, does not. He goes, I don't remember. I have no recollection of what his voice was. Oh yeah, I think it was like this. He's
Something
like,
cursed. Just
yeah.
think of
He's
something
like,
cursed.
hey, and I'm
Yeah,
here
he was
too.
like,
Yeah,
So-
it was like kind of like
Whoa.
this.
He takes 6 fire damage. Whoa, not cool, bro. And his beautiful crochet like cover up just fizzles. So now it's just a bikini. And he goes, no. And he's gonna run and dive right into the ocean to cool off. He goes, surf's up. Also, I'm dying. I am a very
was gonna-
little guy.
Pat herself down, try to pat the flames off of her. Titus.
You can't hear any of that, Titus. You're in your
I was
own
gonna-
world.
There's like music and chatter from the fire for me, and I'm just sitting there like humming along in this like, weirdish kind of like crackling, almost roaring tune to go with it, because
Yes,
fire
Arcadia-
roars.
Arcadia just sighs. She's like, what did I expect? Patting herself down.
Dust the ash
Nikki-
off.
Yeah, exactly.
Nikki's like so pumped up by this like extravagant display. She takes her drink and just like throws in the fire and then does like a somersaulting dive over the fire, like through the flame.
Yes, give me an acrobatics roll.
Oh, good.
Yes, Titus
Acrobatics.
maybe Titus feels the alcohol entering the fire and just like yeah.
Oh no! 7.
Great. You go to do this, but you did not account for just how big Titus's magical fire flames made the fire. So you throw your booze on the fire and it goes up, poof, and you dive right into that flame. Luckily, you only take 1 fire damage. You're lucky. And as you go through, and you kind of fumble the dismount, but nobody sees because you're on the other side of the big flame, and kind of poof, land in the sand.
As soon as she gets to the other side, she like gets off as if like nothing happened, like just like brushing it off, pro wrestler style, and just like flexes and screams like, ah!
Perfect. Could you give me a perception check?
Perception. 15 minus 1, 14.
So you kind of tumble over here into this part, and this is a less trodden part of the beach. It's kind of out of the way because it's on the other side of the bonfires, and it's not very well lit. But this Titus's super fire has kind of illuminated it more, and so you get a bit of a glimpse, and you can see on the beach. It looks like there is something written in the sand, and there's some litter on the beach or something. It's quite dark though.
Kind of like without stopping her performing like roaring and like hype up, she kind of like slowly like waddles over to get a closer look at what she sees.
You see that there are all sorts of symbols written in the sand that I don't. Well, give me an Arcana check.
12 minus 1, so 11.
Okay, 11. You can at least recognize that these are magical. These are arcane ruins, essentially, that have some sort of magical effect, but you don't know what that effect is. And the litter is, you find a bunch of, they're mason jars, but they're closed, and they're full of sort of strange things. You pick up the first one, and it's full of nails. And then
Like-
you pick up the second one, and
Like
it's
metal nails or
yeah,
like
like
fingernail? Okay.
no,
okay.
like a rusted nail.
Okay.
And then you pick up the second one, and it's full of salt.
Okay.
And you pick up the third one, and it's got some. It looks like some like plants, like dried plants in it. And they're just these weird jars. And they've got some. Yeah, I'll start there. It's pretty dim, so I think that's what you could see from there.
Okay. Is there anyone like near me who can like see me picking these things up and like examining them?
I'm gonna say because you are on the opposite side of like a big light source that really no one can see you. Like you are kind of in this area, so because all they can see is Titus's party rainbow fire, and you're kind of concealed a bit.
Okay. I'm gonna put all of them down except for the one of like nails, cause like and just like walk over, like just like kind of like plod over to Arcade and be like,
Hey, yo, like, what is this?
and just like jangles the jar of nails.
There's some
Just
like
gonna-
writing in the sand and like.
Oh, where did you get this? She's gonna pick it up and kind of shake it, examine it, and see if she can get anything from it or try to read what language it might be in.
Okay.
Just like over there, like when I did the fire thing and just in on the ground.
She sort of like interrupts you and like staring you just right in the face. She's just like, I don't know if it's the fire here or maybe, you know, the water, the waves, but you're looking positively radiant.
Oh well, thank you. Maybe it's all this this flower stuff. I don't really know how to say this. I don't do this very often. I think this is kind of fun. I could get used to this. Maybe I'll make it part of my costume or something. Like, who knows, really?
She kind of just takes her hand and gently places it on your chest, and she's just like, you don't have to explain yourself here.
Nikki's gonna just like there's like an awkward like 10-second silence as she just like trying to like think about what's going on, and like you could like see the wheels turning in her head, like no clue what's happening. Like,
yeah.
actually, can I roll an insight to see if she understands what's happening here? Because I feel like she would not, but I think it'd be fun to roll this.
Yeah, give me an insight check.
Okay. It's a 1.
Great.
It's a 1 with a -1.
A 1 with
like
a
What? It's a costume. No, wait, what?
Sure it is.
Okay.
She kind of like gently takes her hand away. All right. So the mason jar, and she's looking at it.
Nikki's
Okay.
just like genuinely perplexed, has no idea what's going on.
Oh my god, Nikki makes me so happy on this island. Jesus Christ.
I love Nikki. Yeah.
I would die for Nikki on this
I
island
love her.
specifically.
Protect her at all costs.
Like, okay, so backstory question for Arcadia.
Yeah.
There are 4 priestesses on this island that have 4 areas of study. Now, I want to
Okay.
ask you, you've worked with all of them,
Okay.
but I'm going to ask you which one you kind of worked with the most closely.
Okay.
Okay.
So we've got Tulsa.
Okay, Tulsa is the
Yeah.
reveler. So she's the one who does like very like love and light and parties and joy, and that's her whole thing. She plans a lot of the like ceremonies and events, and she's the kind of very good vibes only. She is with Honeymoon, who is the one, Priestess Honeymoon is the one who is in sort of deals with everything to do with relationships and human interactions and all the messiness and entanglements between people. And that's what she knows all about and teaches about.
Okay.
And then there is Carmen, who is the more sort of studious, as austere as people get on this island. And she taught you dance and is very much like into the sort of sacred theology, and sort of very devoted to like the arcane and the history, and the significance of Venus in like the cosmos. And then there is Salvatore, who is a sort of dreamy, sort of like I have soft, hippie cottagecore friend, who
That paints such a detailed picture, though.
yeah,
That's a great detail.
she teaches protection charms, talking to animals, and things about like caring for the gardens and things like that. So
Okay.
you have worked with all of them, but I'm just wondering which you would have worked with most closely.
Okay. I think based on, yeah, how I've sort of rolled this character, probably Carmen makes the most sense. Like history, wisdom. She's very devoted and interested in Venus. So, you know, she the dance and everything is something that, yeah, is very important to her and how she expresses herself, as well as through singing and things like that. So yeah, I would say that Carmen is probably who she really like looks up to and admires.
Great. Okay. With that information, could you give me an Arcana check?
Yeah. -1 to my Arcana. 4. I even refreshed, you guys. Rip.
So
You need to kiss it, then refresh.
Yeah.
so
I should be rolling with Adrian's dice, anyways. Real rolls.
Can I
The ones that I
say
gave you.
I
Yeah.
always use these silicone dice for when I'm
Yeah.
streaming. They're so good because they're quieter on my desk, so they don't get the big mic clicky clackies. And also
It's the
they're
clicky clackies that bring joy.
that's fair. I like clicky clackies for me, but I don't like what they do to the audio. And also they're very fun to fidget with because you can squish the corners.
Oh no!
Adrian's like, uh-oh, I need
The
those on.
the D4 specifically
what that
is
oh no
like
was.
Yeah, I know. It was
Look at the
uh-oh, I
D4.
need to research this for
Looks
3
so
hours and
squish.
put these on my throne wish list.
Like,
I
on
squish
Amazon,
it.
open
Lot
another
of
tab right now,
squish.
maybe.
That's a lot of squish.
um,
Denies the clackies,
Very
exactly.
I would listen. Everyone else gives you clicky clackies. Yes, Honeymoon also does tend the apiary. Thank you, Shadow Tiger. You are correct.
Amazing.
She does make the honeymoon shine. Listen, they've all got so much. I made so many NPCs for this world just so that Ellie could have the drama she craves and the interpersonal, and that also everyone could have someone to be their foil. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna say you look at these jars and you see it full of nails. And Nikki, did you bring Arcadia over to the symbol, like the runes?
No, just walked over to her.
Okay, so you, Arcadia, you look at this and it doesn't really mean anything to you. Like you've heard of jars being used in magic, but it's like. It's not something you know much about. It's not something that's really been the focus of what you've you've done.
Okay. And then do I recognize the language that it's in?
Unless you go over to the ruins, you can't see them.
Oh, so nothing is
I
written
did
on the
mention
shore.
to Arcadia that
That there
there's
were.
jars and then like a
Okay.
bunch of writing like written over somewhere.
Okay, so let's.
So where did you say that you got this?
Just over there.
Are
Like,
there
kinda
more?
like-
You said there's writing, or
Yeah, there's like some like white powder, and then I don't know. Just here, I'll show you.
yeah? Can you show me?
And then just like walks on over to the.
So you go over there and you find the other jars, Arcadia. White powder. You can quickly identify as salt. You're very familiar with salt living
And
in the ocean.
disappointed.
Yeah.
Aw.
Nikki cannot quickly identify anything. Okay.
I say Arcadia
takes a
again.
little bit of-
Nikki's like, oh.
That's why.
And you look at these runes, and you see that, again, most of them are like very. I'm not even gonna let you check for this. This is quite advanced arcane runes, but you do see some words you recognize, written in primordial amongst the runes. That you take a sense to examine them, and you see the words freedom, unleash, unrestrain, unshield.
Well, Nikki, are you familiar with any sort of magic, arcane?
No, not at all.
And these words here, I can sort of make them out. I studied a bit of primordial, but all of this is quite advanced for me. And you just found them here.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I dove through a fire, and there's kind of like.
And
Did you see me dive through the fire?
I did, actually.
Okay,
That was
cool,
quite
cool.
impressive.
Thank
Did you see anyone else on the beach, or?
No, I don't think so.
Gnome, I just roll for funsies a perception roll just to see
Yeah.
if I'm paying attention at all. I rolled a 22.
Okay, so I can say that with a 22, you see a lot that's happening right now. Okay, let's just kind of do a zoom out from Arcadia and Nikki's conversation and a pan over to zoom in on Eden. Eden, you're me at a party, which is standing just outside and observing everyone like a little creeper. Because I don't know how to do things right, interacting. And you see quite a few things happening all at once. You see that there are now more people on the beach that you haven't been introduced to, including a few older people who are, you kind of recognize, like everyone here seems to be quite similar aged, and then there's a group of older people who all seem to also be similar aged. Aging is weird here. You notice that this mud wrestling session is getting out of hand. There are now 4 people in that mud wrestling pit. You notice that Stargirl is in a very deep conversation with someone and is trying to read her palm. You do not recognize the person she's in a conversation with. And then you notice that Titus's bonfire keeps growing, and that two of the children of Venus are like standing around the bonfire and keep throwing moonshine on it.
And you can hear Titus cackling absolutely maniacally from
Yeah.
inside the bonfire.
Yeah, it's
Because I'm trying to catch it with my mouth at the same time.
and they think this is a delightful game. They're clapping, and this fire is getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Is Titus dead?
No.
No one's
damage.
thought to ask. They're just like, it's Titus.
They think this is great
Well,
fun.
I'm like, it's continuous fire. Okay, I'm just not going to say anything.
Yeah. And then you see kind of Arcadia and Nikki have walked away from the party and are over in the separate area.
Okay. I get close to the first of all, as soon as I see Nikki and whatever happening over there, I'll keep an eye out, but I'm worried about Titus. I approach the fire where I saw them dive.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be like, Titus, I believe that this is probably not the best thing. I mean, I'm all about partying and stuff, like, but
Titus.
You can see my flickering form dancing in the flames.
Titus, could you give me a wisdom saving throw?
I have no wisdom.
Love that for you.
I have to remember to do it from here instead. Actually, wait, well, let me try once more to do it with the digital because I changed some settings and it might work. And I prefer to do it this way.
You've
Oh.
all
One sec.
you have Poofspiration if you need it.
Okay.
And then after this, we're gonna take a quick break, just so everyone knows. So let's find out how this goes.
Oh, God. This is not loading very fast. It's going, it's going, it's going.
I believe.
I believe in a thing called dice. 8. I'm gonna re-roll that. Also, it seems to be. Wait, did it come into the thing here properly?
yeah, I see it. I saw it.
Perfect. I fixed it. Okay. I'm gonna re-roll it with my inspiration.
Clockwatch
if it's gonna
is
be any
having the
better.
time of his life.
Clockwatch is absolutely screeching with joy. 17.
Okay.
Nice.
That was the best inspiration re-roll ever.
Okay, so here's what happens. Titus.
Hmm.
You kind of join this fire, and you feel the edges of your body start to blur and sort of meld with the fire. And you have a vision. And you're seeing this around you, but you're seeing it in, like, the matter itself. Like, it looks like a swirling nebula. And you hear a voice in your head. And it echoes over itself from all around you. And it is delighted. And it says, make the fire bigger. Unleash it.
A kind of like chaotic gurgling laughter bursts from Titus as I start to breathe deeper and the fire does start getting bigger.
And
Because
Eden,
I'm drunk. So
you come up and you see these two children of Venus. Now they're throwing booze at the fire because it is billowing out. And you look into the fire and you see that Titus isn't quite Titus anymore. Titus has become part of this fire. And fire extends from their eyes and joins in their hair, and their sort of skin from underneath their suit, which is still perfectly intact. You can see the fire is coming out from their body, and it is coming out in these rainbow sort of torrents of flame that then join and fuel the bonfire. Like they are the fuel itself. And you hear a churning sound. Eden, you hear what you know to be the sound of magma. And with that, we are gonna be right back.
oh god, this is so good.
Everybody, go hydrate. BRB.
You
Oh
know,
no.
Mics are hot. Oh, hold on.
hot mic.
The Lost is still up here with Josie's picture. Can we play Josie's song again? Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Ellie. And everyone go hydrate. Be right back. Hello? Cinnamon?
Like Jesus Christ.
Also, such a Leo. Like
Such a Leo.
No,
Such a
seriously, that is
Hella Leo
exactly.
vibes.
Mhm. Yep.
Leo
I think the only thing that would
stellium.
make it more Leo is like sun-kissed golden highlights
The fact.
to the auburn hair.
This
Libra
gives me-
rising, Leo stellium.
Yeah. Okay, this is yes. This is very much giving me to like is 100% convinced she is the main character. Like without a doubt. is not willing to entertain that she is anything other than the main character. And I love that for her. Does not see herself as the mean girl at all. Sees herself as the star of the show. Absolutely wonderful. Well, you're about to get a bunch more NPCs, so let us hop back. I'm sorry. I know I said I was anyway. There's Honeymoon's very, very cute. Honeymoon's is the cutest. That's fine. I will say that everyone on this island is very like high femme, and everyone's hot. But they're all hot in different ways. Love is very sultry, and Lilac is sort of like very sort of small and curvy and a little more pin-up. And then Cinnamon is that. Cinnamon is all that. And Honeyglow is sweet as heck. Welcome, DM Cravat. What a perfect timing to come back to. We just got back from break. Beautiful. Also, I'm not telling anyone what to do, but I just think right now would be a funny time for a wild magic surge. As we hop back to Titus and Eden. So we have two scenes happening right now. Arcadia and Nikki are at the beach looking at some strange jars that they have found and runes written in the sand. And you can imagine that they've pulled away from the party. So the sound of the party kind of dampens behind them, and they're in the roar of the waves and side lit dramatically by this bonfire at night, with nothing but the stars reflecting in the ocean around them, and these strange sort of, you know, every drawing in the sand catches the dramatic shadow from the side lighting from Titus's fire. And in a completely different scene, genre switch, over to Eden and Titus. Titus jumped into a bonfire as a fire genasi and has Fajoli! Thank you so much for that wild magic surge. Eden, could you give me that roll?
Yep. Yes, I will. Second.
And Titus seems to be almost melding with the fire. That the fire that they sort of jumped into is now coming out of their eyes. And that their kind of shape seems to be extending, that the lines between them and the fire are blurring. And Eden, who is there observing, who is the wild magic sorceress with some knowledge of tapping into the elemental powers.
Shut the fuck up.
Just heard the sound of magma. Yeah, Eden, what just happened?
Thank you so much for this, Jolie.
.402. Caster falls madly in love with a random creature within 30 feet from me for 1 hour.
Oh dear.
Great. Okay, so hold on. I need to do a quick diagram of who's around you within 30 feet. So we have all 3 PCs, I'm going to say, are within 30 feet. But also, I'm going to say about half of the children of Venus kind of behind you within 30 feet. So could you give me a 1, 2, 3, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, roll me a D10, please.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, I'll tell you, if 5 is cinnamon.
It was too perfect. It was too perfect, obviously, like it had to happen. It was perfect. 1.
It's Arcadia?
Wait, Wait, I'm not even there though.
You're within 30 feet, though. If she's at the bonfire and you're on the other side of the bonfire, she can't even see you from where she is because she's
Aren't they at
blocked.
the ruins though? I thought that they went over there like a little bit further out. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay, I was so convinced that I was like not even a part of this that I did like barely listen to what it was. I'm in love with her now. Is that
No, you're
sorry,
fine.
read that
You're-
again.
you are not affected at all.
I am.
Wait, you're in love with me.
It's a magic surge in fucking Sapphos. Of course, this was gonna happen.
Love.
Okay.
Serendipitous.
Good thing I don't have jealous lovers.
Nobody
you
in
know
my
of.
Oh shit, or that are present.
Perfect. Okay, so Eden, you hear the bubbling of magma around you, and you kind of tap into that elemental energy that you feel, and I'm gonna say you kind of get that same rush of power that Titus got, but you fail your wisdom save, and instead you feel the power surge within you, like heat that rises from within, and kind of you feel it crawling up your neck like warmth, and then you look up through the fire and you see as the flames part for a moment, creating a little halo of fire directly around Arcadia, and she is bending down on the beach to pick up a jar, and it's just like Arcadia's butt in the fire.
Heart-shaped.
Are you sure
So,
that
like-
they don't feel heat down below?
Yeah.
Somewhere behind their navel, as Book Talk
It's
likes to say.
everywhere. It's everywhere.
But it was listen, because Arcadia was always beautiful, but also
Yeah.
Dad has to.
That ass.
Canonically, every character I play has a huge dumpy, just a dump truck of an ass.
Yes, but always great, perfect, and that's what happens. Perfect, Eden. What do you do?
Oh. I think you're good, right, Titus? Like you're living your best life.
Still maniacally laughing in the fire.
Amazing. I'm gonna like go around and make my way over to where Arcadia is.
Great. Yeah, you see this, you kind of walk in on that conversation that Nikki and Arcadia were having as they're like looking at the runes, and Arcadia's like, oh, I can read some of these, and that's what happens. Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, hello, darling.
What are you guys
Hey.
looking at?
Well, Nikki has made quite a wondrous discovery.
Jars.
Yes, there are some mason jars here. This one is filled with sand, this one with nails, and oh, you know what? You're quite proficient. You're a sorceress, right? And you know a lot about magic and the arcane. I'm able to make out some of these words here, see? And she gets really close to Eden to sort of like
You-
cross body point.
I'm like I'm like holding my breath.
And see these ones here, I can make out the words, and she says, freedom, unleash, unrestrain, unshield, but the rest is sort of lost to me. Do you think you could make them out? Do you think we could make
Yeah,
out? I mean, do you think we could make them? You could make them out?
Yeah, no, yeah, yep. And
You can kind of check with disadvantage because of how distracted you are.
that is still a 16.
Okay. So you
I had a
can.
natural 20, in there.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
too bad.
Okay. Ooh, that would have been
My
interesting.
ass is too powerful. I'm sorry.
Iconic. It's true.
Iconic.
Okay, so you're kind of like doing the like my runes are
I'm
down
barely
here.
breathing.
More like my runes are up here.
Yeah.
Because dump truck.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
No,
like,
she's actually panicking. So like I'm actively
wait,
trying to
all of
avoid.
us just like a gay mess too. Like no one's proficient in any.
No, listen.
I'm proficient in
I think it was
intimidation,
one
but
of
you
the
know.
I think it was one of the first other gossips I've
Yeah.
ever shared. Eden has never been in love. Like she has no understanding of what's happening
shit.
right now.
Oh no!
Oh shit.
We just stole
Yeah.
her first love from her with magic.
Yeah.
Damn, Pajoli
Yeah.
did
Thank
that.
you, Wild
That's
Magic.
crazy.
So like Fear actually like breathing hard, like kind of like it's probably clear. Like you
Can I
could
see if
probably do
Arcadia
an
notices?
insight.
Yeah, actually.
Actually, I want to see if Nikki notices too.
Okay, yeah. Everyone, give me who's there. Give me an insight check.
Inside.
Not there. Not anywhere right now.
Titus,
I'm
could you
gonna
give me a perception check
Do a real
though?
roll.
A perception
9 minus
check.
1, so an 8.
17. These new dice are better.
Ooh, yeah,
Okay.
no, you
Nikki, you see that Eden is suddenly sweating. It is hot near the fire, and also, you have been blushing, so maybe that's just normal.
I just got a nat 1.
Titus, you don't know this shit. You are
Yeah.
you're vibing so hard, and you're getting like. Anyway, yeah, you're doing your own thing. You and
There's like
the
minor
watch.
vibrations coming from the fire now because I'm like earthquake level of vibing.
Yeah. You and your watch are thriving, just like living your best life. Arcadia, though, you notice Eden's behavior as being different and strange, and like y'all have made out. You know what Eden looks
Yeah.
like when she's excited, and this is different.
Darling, are you all right? I've never seen you like this before. She's gonna take like the back of her hand and put it on Fair's forehead because she thinks that Fair's sick, and kind of like, regular temp. Yes, are you
No.
feeling okay?
I heard.
Where do you hurt? What's happened? Have you had too much to drink? In here? She puts her hands like right on her boobs.
That doesn't drink it so much.
This feels more like thirsty sword lesbians at this point.
Listen, it's always thirsty sword lesbians on her.
I believe Eden at this point is absolutely like pink. Like bright red and pink, just transform pink. And yeah, there's confusion and very short breathing, like, and when you put your hand over the heart or on the boob on the booba
On the booba heart.
you can like feel like it beating so fast. Like I'm about to like fucking have a heart attack, you guys.
Oh, Nikki, give them some space. I've had this before. I think they're having a panic attack.
Yes,
God.
actually.
Hold on.
And so Arcadia's gonna take Eden and try to get Faye to sort of lay down like on the sand.
I'll
Nikki,
do whatever. I'll lay down on the sand.
Nikki is in fact not gonna give her space, and in fact like,
Oh my God, are you okay? Oh God, anxiety attack. Okay, I got just the thing.
and then can I do like a medicine check? Just to see
Yeah.
like a field medic and like just gonna like
Amazing.
okay. A 17 plus 1, so 18.
Well, you know that the symptoms of a panic attack include sweating, heightened heart rate, sometimes dizziness, loss of vision. Seems pretty
Shallow
similar.
fast breathing.
Uh, seems pretty similar, I'd say, with a medicine check.
And like,
All right, yeah, that's a panic attack for sure.
and so she's gonna do exactly what she did for Titus, and reach up her hand, and then you see her hand like glow and slaps Eden on the back and casts heroism.
Amazing. Okay, wait.
Yes.
Let's get a we need hang on. We need an amazing like da-na-na-na-na-na, like a rock something. You had
What?
something last time. What was it?
Can you?
Oh shoot! I don't have it pulled up.
Wait, let me try. What's this?
Oh, it has a sword in it.
It has a sword in it. Hang on. Let me
Yeah.
see.
I want to see what heroism does.
Makes you gayer. I appreciate
It gives
that
you
key
it
turn.
gives you bravery, like prevents fear in combat, but gives you bravery for a minute under concentration.
So,
And so Nikki's gonna like, with a minor illusion, just like pop up like Eden's name and like bright flashing lights, and just like,
Eden, with the power to conquer all Fair's fears.
slaps Fair on the back and just casts with a mighty burst of heroism.
And at that point, everyone close by hears this sound.
And then Nikki like pulls out her axe and just starts like shredding like.
oh, yay, a performance. And you see as like the rest of them start coming over, they're going, oh, the visitors are performing. And
Wait.
they all start coming over.
Wait,
And all of a
Nick-
sudden, like, she's like in her element and just like starts like, yeah. And then
as soon
more
as
and-
people start arriving, I will face step 30 feet away from them, and I will start running down the beach.
Oh, I guess we're feeling better.
Nikki knows what she's doing. All right.
Well done, Nikki. Well
Nikki for the
done.
win.
and then Eden, and then next to Eden in flashing lights, it says,
With Nikki. Yeah.
As Eden's gone.
Yeah.
And you see Cinnamon comes up and just like runs her hand through the illusion part that says Nikki, that says Eden, and instead like steps into the illusion herself. She goes, me now. Starts singing along. And Titus, you hear this sort of raucous party starting, even within your fire. And it starts to sort of temper the edge off. And the watch says to you, goes,
Hey, Titus. It's been a ride, but you want to go? I think there's a concert happening. Could you bring me? I want to see the concert, Titus. I want to see the concert. You know,
I
we
just
don't.
kind of like stops dancing for a second and just kind of like breathing heavily, because I've been maniacally laughing with like no air at this point, because obviously I'm in a fire, so there's no
Oh, yeah.
oxygen.
Dude,
so
don't you need to
there's-
like breathe and stuff?
And
are you
I
dead?
just kind of like
Hey,
flop
Titus.
out of the fire into the sand next to the fire, and I'm like,
Oh shit.
and as I like breathe out, it's almost like I'm breathing out like a cloud of like glittering smoke from the fire, as if I'm like been, toting a pipe for the whole time. So I'm like also now very high. And like, yeah, all right, concert sounds great. And I like flop over to my knees and then up to my feet. I'm no longer scared of the water because I've forgotten that it exists, being so immersed in fire.
Oh
So
yeah. Can you
I
hold me up like
wander-
a lighter? I've always
I,
wanted to
like,
be one of those
hold-
lighters swaying back
I'm
and
going
forth.
like this. And you're like
Yeah.
dangling in the air above with him. And I'm just like meandering and like flopping them around as I kind of like ragdoll run towards the music.
okay, Arcadia and Nikki, you see Titus ragdoll running towards you, holding a flame, a magical mote of flame in their hand
On a
overhead.
chain. And
on
I'm
a
just like
chain.
spinning the chain.
Yeah, like I think it's like we almost got like a sling situation going on now.
Yeah.
And Titus has fire pouring out of their eyes, kind of extending behind them. And that's happening there. Smash cut over to Eden, panicked running away from the party. And you were kind of running into the dark. Could you give me let's give me an athletics check, please, Eden.
Sure. 13.
13. You're fueled by the power of gay panic. You run decent, okay? Like, you're going for it, all right?
Listen, it's hard. Like, it's hard doing it on the beach, actually.
It is.
Because, like, yeah. But I'm going.
Okay, here. I actually have here's where you go. You're running down to the beach, and you get through this area where it's like the wildflowers, and you see that there is a woman sitting alone on the beach, and as you start running, she stands slowly, and she goes, "All right, there you are. Hi, Eden." And she approaches you, and she is kind of got this she's got like golden skin and a round face, and she seems to like shed light slightly. And you look at her, she looks serene, but not well. Like she looks almost like she might be sick or something. Like her movements are a little strained. And she's kind of, as she walks towards you, she goes, "Yes, so, hi, I'm Honeymoon, and I wanted to introduce myself because you are in love, and that's my domain. It's a pleasure to meet you."
What?
Yes, I know, I'm surprised too. I was actually asleep. I'm not my best, but when love strikes, I'm called, so here we are. Congratulations.
No. What? It's horrible.
Yes. It truly is, you know. It's, walk with me. And she kind of falls into
I
step
walk
beside
with
you.
her.
Yeah. She goes, "You know, Venus has a reputation for being the goddess of love, but she's more than that. She's the goddess of beauty and connection and terror and war and destruction and power and containment and patterns and many things. And there's a reason those go together. It's because beauty is, in many ways, very simple. Connection can be very simple, but love, it's the most complicated thing of all."
Eden is not happy.
She goes, "Oh, it happens. Would you like some honeymoon shine?" Sometimes helps in these cases.
Sure, yeah, I'll take some. If you have it.
There you go. She hands you like, it's like a tulip, full of moonshine, just like a little tulip blossom.
Like home. This
Yeah.
place reminds me so much of my home.
Spring court.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got the air about you. Do you miss them?
I don't remember, but it's like I am aware that there's a huge hole within me now.
It's the connections. So, like I said, Venus governs many things, and part of it is all of the messy hearts of mortals. And even though you're not quite mortal, are you? You're close. But I can see it. The threads, the connection between you and between them. And they go one way. There are many people who remember you.
What do I do now?
Only thing you can do.
I don't even know who I am.
No one does. You just start making new threads, making new connections. It's all any of us can do. And lucky for you, you've got one right now. You're in love.
But how do I give myself if I don't know who I am?
I think who we are isn't something that's static. It's like, and she kind of gestures out towards the ocean. What is the ocean? Where does it start? Where does it end? Where's the shore when the tide moves with every moon phase? The water is different every time you meet it, but it's still the ocean. But the ocean does not bother itself with questions of its identity, of who it is. It does not worry. It is just existing, and it touches all of us, and it contains everything. 1,000,000 times over, just like you.
They realize that they're crying. He touched her face. What is this?
Oh, it's complicated. But I think one thing I know about this place is it's a lot more fun if you don't think about it too much. These things have a way of sorting themselves out whether or not you just come along for the ride or agonize over every second of it. But whatever you choose, we'll be here. Let's get back to that party.
Yes.
All right.
I need some more of this. And she'll finish it. Finish the tulip, throw it in the ocean, and walk over.
All right. Can I, do you mind if I take your arm?
Yes, please.
Thank you. And she's kind of like limping a little as she walks back.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I've never been not okay before, but I've been feeling off recently. We don't have sickness here, not in the same way they do off the island, but I think something's wrong in this place where nothing's wrong. But don't worry yourself about that. You're just a guest, and so you should be here to enjoy our hospitality.
I'll like just put my hand over on her, like the arm that she has around mine, and I'll be like, you help me now. And if I can, I would like to help you back.
Wonderful. I appreciate that. An offer of help from a fae, that is a high honor. Thank you. I will guard
I
it.
thought I was gonna die just now, and you just helped me see something that I wasn't seeing. So
Those moments that you feel like you're about to die, those are the moments that you know you're alive. Let's go.
let's go.
And I feel like we do such an abrupt genre switch as we go back to the party.
I'll be right back.
Where they just like a rave with Nikki on guitar, just like power chord, the whole time. This like heartfelt moment to just the sheer glam and glitz and beauty of it all, as the party is heightened, and Titus is kind of. Actually, Titus, you have like flames coming out of your hands now that you. Can I say that Titus can contact juggle with flame motes? Can I just have this?
have been looking at it, actually.
So for anyone who doesn't know, when Ellie is off stream, like a good streamer, she does not turn off the camera because that messes with the overlay. Instead, she just puts a towel over her camera. But it's very funny because the towel has very abstract shapes on it that we can all see.
Very
If you want to see Ellie in a towel, you can subscribe to our Patreon. No,
The
it's not
Ellie's
that kind of
towel?
Patreon.
Oh. It was a very suggestive looking abstract set of shapes happening with that towel.
Wait,
It's gone now.
I looked. I didn't see anything horny in the shapes.
It absolutely looked like a vagina to me.
Really? Okay, I think this
Rorschach
just might
test?
be a Rorschach gay test. This isn't a vision test. This is a gay test.
DJ Ellie.
We're talking
DJ
about
Ellie,
gay?
check the chat.
DJ Ellie, would you be interested in playing a unreleased track?
Oh, hell yeah.
Check the chat.
Okay. You basically just asked me if I'm interested in secrets, which is
Ellie's favorite things: having the aux cable and also secrets.
correct.
Immediately, the aux cable for the 5 minutes before I dropped you off the airport was good.
That is actually true.
It's like, hey, Adrian, do you think maybe I could play this song?
And it wasn't a song; it was a playlist. Ooh. Wow. Did you write this
the
right now
wobbles.
because we were talking about sexy jazz vibes? Is that?
Did you just freehand this right now?
Did we manifest this?
Ooh, the wub.
I love the wubs.
Ooh, Oh, sorry.
Exclamation Josie's bops, y'all.
Damn. Yep.
Yup.
Yup. That's my stamp of approval. That's how you know. When I make this face, I'm like, damn, and I go, yup.
Is it alright if I post the link to this unreleased track in the chat?
Wait, hold on.
You gotta enable links.
Yeah.
Yeah, Twitch has changed things. I have not figured out how to re-enable links.
Okay.
And you know what?
Yeah,
I'll
now.
put it in the Discord. Oh, okay.
No, you can now. I think. There you go.
Yeah.
I VIP'd you so that you can post links. This is congratulations, because you know what? You are a very important person and producer.
Thank you so much. I'm so important.
This like direction that you're going, like this song and
This vibe.
and
Seriously?
the Lost is like lean into that. It's so good.
You want actually? Let me tell you all about this one after.
It's
This is
awesome.
totally like the kind of songs that I want to hear at a club, so I can just vibe without lyrics.
Normally, I cut the breaks out of the VODs, but maybe not now. Maybe this is our best content.
I don't know. We literally started talking about vagina right before this.
It's true.
Okay.
Specifically,
that
Ellie's
song-
vagina towel.
Yeah,
That
that's
song was a challenge
What?
for myself.
Did he say? Okay.
Okay, okay, listen. The towel you put over the camera looked like a vagina to Adrian because Adrian's a pervert.
It's gay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But we're talking about the song, okay? Let Josie
Sorry.
speak.
Okay.
Let's not.
I don't know. I want to hear about more about the vaginas. No, okay. So this song I actually wanted to make as a challenge to myself. So all of the sounds minus the guitar were made with fidget toys.
Yeah.
How did you do the
Yes.
wob?
Yeah.
How did you do the wobs?
So I had a hairbrush, and then I slapped it against my hand, and then turned that into bass notes with the synth, and then so all of the bass sounds are from a hairbrush.
What the fuck? That's so cool. That reminds me of a band called Pomplamoose.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So good.
It's so weird that we all know that niche band.
I know.
Not that niche. We.
Maybe,
It's not
yeah.
really popular, but they're
Yeah.
also they feel so queer,
They're so queer.
right?
They're. Yeah. I'm convinced they're both bi.
Oh my god, yeah.
Is that a
Anyways, yes.
fidget?
Yeah.
Like a clicker, twist it, punch it, pull it,
Yeah.
bop it.
Little fidget cube.
The
But yeah.
problem with me fidgeting is the joy that I get from fidgeting is often from the sound, which makes me a profoundly irritating person to be around. Like if it doesn't,
it's not just the tactile; it's auditory.
I know. And it's like, I'm like, I know. My poor partner who has the kind of ADHD where you can't have any sound or movement, and me has the kind of ADHD where I must constantly be moving and making sounds, is like such a cruel joke.
You know, Gnome, you remember those AirPod Pros that you borrowed for that run in San Diego? Might be a good Christmas gift for your partner.
Well, I just got these Bose noise canceling headphones.
But for your partner and your fidgeting, then they can delete
My
everything.
partner is an audiophile and is very, very picky about headphones.
Well, he doesn't have to use them for headphones, just for the noise canceling, because then you can
Okay.
still hear everything else, like your voice.
Audiophile, you're speaking my language.
Yeah.
Do you want to
if
know
you
the
want
most
some headphone
satisfying squeeze?
Okay, well, I'm gonna put. Listen, this is ace content. Can I put the cameras back up?
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the quality content for which they subscribe. Show the squish.
Squeeze.
So the squish.
Everyone's
Harder.
fidget toys are out.
Okay, if you don't like wet sounds, never mind. Never mind. I was gonna do the you've already done it. Okay.
I can't hear
I
it.
can't hear it. You got.
Oh?
It's.
Oh.
I think the noise canceling. Too powerful.
Yeah, the noise canceling is too powerful.
Too powerful. Just pretend. Just
hurts my
pretend.
brain.
Do you
I'm
guys ever
sorry,
watch those
detect.
TikToks? Do you ever watch the TikToks of them crushing random things?
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh,
The-
yes.
but
The
beyond
hydraulic
that-
press one.
The
Chalk?
ones where people
Chalk?
react and say yes, no, good or bad on
Yeah.
the squish, like it's a
Ah.
bad squish or it's a good squish. You know,
I always disagree with them. I think they get it wrong all the time.
I'm like a 70-30 with them.
Have you ever seen the person who does the interpretive dances of
Yes.
the squishes? Oh my god, I love that
Oh
one
my
so
god, I
much.
love that person too.
Yes.
Yep.
BK do ASMR.
I also have these. Is a little elephant and squeeze. Wait.
Is it the kind that makes like him? Oh, he doesn't have eyeballs or
No.
like poop
he's
that
just
comes out.
cute.
Like the
He's
little
just
oink pig
cute.
ones. Have you seen the oink pig ones where you squish them
I
and it's just like a
have,
big?
But I don't like their eyes to be sad, and he's just a cute little guy.
Can I tell you a secret?
Yeah.
Which
you know
is,
that's how you get my attention.
well, it's not really a secret, but so we know how I feel about Squitch, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
love squeech.
Squitch was also the first time I ever reached out to a brand, and by reached out, I mean tagged them and said this
And
isn't an ad,
stopped.
but it could be.
That's so
Did they
smart.
ever
This isn't an ad,
respond?
but it could be.
Yeah, they did, and they said they're gonna send me more Squishables. So I,
that's pretty awesome.
so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna squish them. So
By the way, that other ad that you did on TikTok
That was so good.
It was good. I didn't like you if you hadn't told me or mentioned that it was an ad, like I wouldn't have realized. It just like you did such a good job of incorporating it into your style of content anyways. Like
did you
That
know
was-
that you can hire me to make your ads, and they'll be so good. They'll be so
Hire-
good. You'll
no,
love them.
Literally true. Also, I don't even care when, like, first of all, I'm like, sell out, get your money. Do you know what I mean? Like any creator, I'm like, get your bag.
Oh my God,
but-
literally. People have said, someone said that you were not selling out. I'm like, are you kidding me? The only reason I haven't
Yeah.
sold out is because no one's offering. Like,
That, but also I'm like, when I'm like rooting for people's success. So I'm like, obviously Gnome is my friend IRL, but like other creators who like I followed when they were smaller and like now they're getting brand deals. And I'm just like, I'm not even mad. It's like good content too. Like they make it in their style and you're just like rooting for them anyways.
anyway, especially like, clearly I do enough advertisements for Squishables for free. I'm just excited that they're going to give me more squishies.
Squeeze. Squish, squish.
And they said they're specifically going to send me more spooky ones because I got this one and then I got.
Ooh.
Oh, hold on.
oh
Oh no.
almost looked like she clotheslined. No bueno.
Spooky squish.
Which one is it? Oh,
Spooky, scary squeeze.
okay.
Don't clothesline yourself with headphones.
Yeah. So this is Squitch and this is his boyfriend Grim.
And
And they're in love.
they're in fluff.
Yeah, they're in love and sometimes they smooch.
Squish. It's
Now kiss.
Now, kid, this is what's on my bed. It's like, yeah. These are wireless. They're just better wired because I have too many things cut. Okay, one thing you need to know about me is ever since I got these headphones, which have really good noise canceling, I refuse to take them off in literally any situation. Like I literally wear them 24/7 because I can't, just noise is absolutely unbearable to me. It causes me physical pain in a way that I can't explain to other people. And so I just wear them all the time. So they have been Bluetooth connected to all of my devices. So the only way I can make them not accidentally connect to my phone and laptop and also everything and work computer is by having them plugged in. That's why. Anyway, but yes, one day I will DM on roller skates. That's real. That'll happen.
Love and Lilac look amazing, by the way.
Right.
I have a friend that looks like Lilac, actually.
If you don't know what we're talking about, you could !Patreon. Yeah. Lilac's hot as hell. And also looks short in that picture, which is perfect. It's funny when a portrait looks short, but yeah, it is. And I love it.
Why are they so hot?
Yeah. Everyone
Sapphic Island.
Everyone
okay.
on this island's so hot.
And so sapphic.
I love it here. I want to move to this island.
We're just manifesting it. We're gonna make this island.
Oh God, this is the fucking anarchist commune I want to make. Which is funny as someone who isn't high femme at all. I'm like, I'll adapt.
We can hear your fidget, by the way.
Oh, sorry, I didn't.
That's okay. I don't mind.
I'm not
but I
gonna
know
lie,
for your
I'm
audio, you're gonna watch it back and be like, God damn it.
I'd be so mad at myself. Thank you for
True.
telling me.
I do also enjoy the audible bit of it though. So like I was enjoying it because it
I
was
know.
fidgeting my fidget for me.
But I'm the one who edits these VODs, and I hear the crimes I make to audio as a person, and it makes me so angry. I'm like, oh, okay, that's why okay, give me back my squishy dice instead.
There you go.
Imagine not fidgeting all the time. Welcome, Donna. Okay. As we were.
Yes.
So
Give me a set the scene for me so I can give us some good audio.
all right, so we're gonna say we're at the party. Nikki is on guitar and kind of taken. Nikki, could you give me a performance roll, please?
Performance, we are good at that one. Oh, but we did not roll well. 5 and a 5, so 10.
Okay. I'm gonna say even with like a 10 is still a good performance. And you've got the others kind of backing you up. So I'm gonna say because you didn't roll higher, you are not the star of the show, but you become part of like an ensemble of performers. So obviously Cinnamon is actually, let's see Cinnamon's roll. Because did I lose?
Nikki has been like eyeing the mud wrestling ever since the second party like launched, and so she just had her thoughts on mud wrestling this entire time.
Great. Cinnamon rolled a fucking 19 with a +8. So yeah, Cinnamon just kind of stole the show. She's amazing. She's being amazing. Yeah. You got another bard. So yeah, you're having a little bard off there. And you Titus is on fire, literally, and also spiritually, is just fucking thriving. And people are just like really accepting of the fact that Titus is now just flaming.
Flaming gay.
Yeah, Titus was always flaming, but now Titus is extra flaming. So that's kind of where we are. And I will ask you, and then sort of you all see as Eden is coming back with Priestess Honeymoon. So Arcadia, you would recognize. And I'll just ask you, how did you spend the rest of the night? How'd you spend the party? Anyone?
So is this like at that point to?
Do you want to go back into scene?
No,
Yeah.
I just want to. No. So this is after Eden has rejoined the party, and then we spend the rest of the party together.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like Eden's rejoining, but I can ask. Okay, Eden, let's start with you then. What do you do after this? You kind of had this like heart moment this very intense moment. What do you do after that? Eden? Oh, I think you're muted.
Sorry, yeah, I was totally muted for you guys, not on here. But okay, so I don't know. I think Eden is going through some shit, man. She's gonna become depressed, you guys. Like, it's not gonna be okay. Like, I don't know. I think she will join everybody, but she'll be very quiet, which is not like very Eden, if that makes sense. Eden's gonna be there, but
Okay, actually,
I don't know.
are you trying to
It
hide
also
your feelings?
lasts an hour, so I don't know.
I was gonna
If
say,
I'm
I need some rolls to see how this hour goes. You know what? I said I was gonna skip ahead. I take it back. I want to see how this 1 hour resolves. Eden, are you trying to hide your feelings for Arcadia?
I don't know if I'm capable of it, so I don't. But I do have. No, I'm very good at deception, so I would try my best.
Okay.
To keep my shit together.
So
if that
Honeymoon
makes
is trying to
sense.
clock who it is who's got you all a tizzy. Honeymoon has a special ability to sense love. So that is, hey Arcadia, just so you
I'll
know,
roll
you get a
deception.
secret ability when you level up. So she's kind of scoping that out. But Eden, so. If you're trying to be cagey about it, give me a deception check.
And at the very least,
16.
I think Arcadia would notice that Eden came back because all Arcadia knows is that Faye were having a panic attack, ran away, and then now this is her first time seeing Faye. So,
Okay.
approach Faye.
So, Honeymoon immediately picks up on the vibe between you and Arcadia.
Of course, it wasn't the best roll.
And this is literally what she does. A matchmaker. Okay? And she kind of, she's got you, you're helping her walk over. And she goes,
Yeah.
"Oh, Arcadia!" and like waves you over.
Priestess.
It's lovely to see you. Mwah, mwah.
Yeah, she does that. Mwah, mwah. Oh. She notices her sort of like limping. Has your health worsened?
You know what? Don't worry about that tonight. Tonight we're celebrating your return, and getting ready for the ceremony. So why don't you two go have some fun? And you
Listen,
can't even
do I-
turn it like
yeah.
a teeth and like
I take it you're feeling better?
to Eden.
A little bit. If you can say that.
You worried me. And just looking at Eden, our face still kind of like blushing, like showing signs of. So
Well, if you're coming close to me, I'm gonna start like having the same symptoms.
Okay.
Magically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and Eden. So Honeymoon goes to Fair, and just is like, remember, Eden, you are the ocean, and Arcadia is an excellent swimmer. Go have fun. And she's gonna try and kind of like limp away, surprisingly spry for how unwell she is, just to try and like ship
Ethan,
it.
will you dance
Okay,
with
I'm
me?
gonna. Can I do a wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
It's a 10. It's like not great.
You're not a bigger mess, but you're not recovering.
Okay.
Eden, will you dance with me? This is my favorite song.
Yeah, sure. Let's go dance.
She's gonna take one of her silks out and she's going to kind of like loosely tie it around their two hands, like around their wrists. And then like skip into where they're playing the music.
You fall into time with the
You
dance.
can hear like slight moans sometimes. Of sheer panic.
Okay, you know what? Here's what's gonna happen next. Dayglow comes up to you. Dayglow is a very Dayglow is an empath. She is sort of the understudy, one of the understudies to Honeymoon, and she kind of sees this going on immediately, and it just kind of like tries to adds more silks to Eden, and she has that same sort of like glowing energy that Honeymoon does, and she gives Eden like a big wink, and she goes, and she goes, the labyrinth is very private at this time of night. I'm just saying. Oh, Arcadia, have you shown your guest the labyrinth?
What a splendid idea. Eden, would you like to see the labyrinth? Oh my goodness. I never noticed how beautiful you look wrapped in silk.
Thank you. I love silks. Yeah, let's go.
Welcome, Raiders. You've stepped into some
library. No, I mean labyrinth.
welcome.
She's, like face ate that, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, you're so cute when you're confused.
I just want the Raiders to know the gay hot mess they've walked in on. You've walked into a scene of pure gay panic. Welcome.
Welcome.
Okay. So you kind of take guide fare over to the labyrinth.
Yeah, give me a vibe. Give me a labyrinth vibe.
I would
What are we
love to give
feeling?
you a map of the labyrinth.
Oh shit.
The labyrinth is on like an outcropping, sort of back away from the party. And it's essentially a hedge maze where it's made of roses, rose bushes. And it's like not really, like it's not so tall that you can't actually navigate. And there's only really one path. There are no dead ends. And it's something that often people go and like wander through, supposedly for like as a meditative practice, as like a walking meditation, moving through the labyrinth and like being more cut off from the world around you to retreat. But it is also known as a prime hookup spot on the island, because there is a reflection pool at the end, and it's pretty easy to like hear anyone coming because you can hear the entrance but can't see it. So that is kind of the unofficial purpose of the labyrinth. The official purpose is a walking meditation. The unofficial purpose is the go-to hookup spot.
I've got the mood.
Yeah. I want the mood.
Okay.
Bring me the mood. Ooh. So you walk away from the party and you see that the path now is lit. Arcadia, you would know that every night Dayglow goes and lights little lanterns all around the island. That's like part of her duties. And so the sort of paths are all lit with these little sort of like single candle lanterns everywhere. It's very magical under the starlight. as you guide Eden back through the sort of fountain square and towards the labyrinth. And Eden, as you walk, you're just hit with the smell of roses, as somehow they, even though it's not quite right the time of year, all the roses around you are fully in bloom. And the sea breeze that cascades in from the water brings their scent towards you like a perfume of someone passing by, a familiar, friendly scent. As you join in the labyrinth.
My court smelled like this.
Like roses.
Hmm.
Did you know that roses are my favorite flower?
No, I didn't. They're also my favorite.
Arcadia's going to pick a rose and give it to Eden.
I'll put it in my flower crown, right like here. Thank you.
Are you sure
Arcadia-
you're all right?
This is a loaded question. I don't know. I I don't know. I Have you ever been in love?
Oh, yes, I'm in love constantly. With everything, it seems.
Okay.
Take this rose, for example. Don't you love the way it blooms? Or the birds, how they sing?
I do. I love all of these things, but did you experience love before?
In a...
Your high priestess, what honeymoon does?
Oh, you're speaking of romantic love.
Yeah.
Well, it's our belief that the children are born of love, and that every heart ceremony produces that love and connection.
Mm-hmm.
So, in that sense, everyone I've shared a bed with, I have loved.
Mm-hmm.
You come to the end of the labyrinth where there is a reflection pool. And it is illuminated from beneath so that it shines a teal light upwards at you and catches the reflection of the starlight in it, and has a slight ripple on the water and seems to reflect your own faces back at you and has the effect of almost a scrying mirror, where the imagery seems to move and morph in ways that form patterns. Nothing specific, more of just a feeling.
Arcadia's gonna look into it.
Same.
Eden, you look into the scrying mirror of the pond, and you see as the stars above you seem to bloom like flowers, where the dilation of light that forms the twinkle instead feels like petals falling. And you hear that familiar hum of power that you know in your own blood, and you start to tap into it, and then you look and you see Arcadia's eyes looking back up at you in the reflection of the water.
I don't think I've ever experienced romantic love before.
Is that upsetting to you?
It's confusing now because I feel it now.
You mean to say that you are in love?
Think?
With who? Someone you met on the island?
I'm gonna reach out to your hand. And as I look at my hand grabbing yours, I'm gonna move my eyes to yours. And I'm gonna look at you and I think I'm in love with you. And I don't understand it.
Maybe you don't have to. And she leans in and kisses Eden.
Eden, you've
My
done.
face is so hot.
I'm crying again.
Why am I crying?
Eden, you've done a lot of smooching in your day, but you've never had the chance to kiss someone you love. And it feels different. It feels all encompassing. And in this moment that it feels like your body isn't your own, it's like two bodies melding from just something as chaste as a kiss. And your skin is alight and you feel like you're floating, like that light from the pond below you is now irradiating from out within you instead, and you pull back and look at Arcadia smiling at you. And the effect of the spell ends. You're no longer magically in love. Is this when my party turns on?
I'm gonna look at Arcadia and one hand reaches my head and you see her being very confused. And I look at you again and I reach to your cheek. And I'm so sorry. And she's gonna I'm gonna leave.
Arcadia is too stunned to speak.
Oh my god! You know what? I'm calling it. That's the episode. Right there. That's where we are leaving our party.
No, my heart.
Eden fleeing out of the labyrinth. And we just get this visual of Eden running out, and you see below you on the cliffs at the beach, the party continuing, Nikki and Titus dancing, having no idea of the devastation that has just occurred above them.
Arcadia does not even turn around. She's just literally like stood there, like just paralyzed.
And we just get that moment of Arcadia with just that light from the pond below you standing, stunned, immobilized, as this all transpires.
As the orchestral sweeping trains of music float in and it stands farther and farther away into the stars of the night to end the episode.
Okay, wait, save it for the after party.
No. This is in game.
Okay, sorry, in-game.
Information.
Eden, yes.
Eden, as soon as like she realizes that was something that had a life, like right, that was like very short. It was a brief thing that happened, and it happened here for the first time. And she's angry. She's angrier now. And I think she's gonna go to and try to find Honeymoon.
Honeymoon's cruising for a bruising.
Yeah.
But we can leave it for after, but it's definitely something that like that what Faye would do, because right now Faye's fucking angry.
They don't like being manipulated.
Mm-mm.
No.
And for next time too, if you want to think about it, Arcadia will be looking into the water, and she wants to see what she sees.
Okay. We will do that. We
Save
will
it
have
for next.
we will start next week with a moment of divination from Arcadia to see what the reflection brings. Okay. Hey, who wants to host the after party? Is Eden, are you Eden. Vinny J, are you live?
I'm live, yeah.
Okay,
I think Adrian is live too.
What
are you
not
doing,
anymore.
Adrian?
My internet crashed. Well, sort of. It did the thing that it does. So.
All right, beautiful friends. We are going to have a little debrief, a little chatteroony about.
Oh, we need a decompression.
Actual shit.
Don't worry, the show is still going. We in pain.
Party train.
We are just going to continue over on Finny J's channel. Thank you so much, everyone. I'd apologize, but this shit gives me so much life. All right, bye. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
This outro music.
Oh my god! Who's